Time is a resource that we often take for granted. It's easy to get caught up in the routines of daily life, letting days blend into weeks and weeks into years without truly appreciating the moments that pass us by. Yet, time is unique. It's the one thing we can never get back once it's gone. Unlike money or material possessions, time cannot be replenished or saved up for later. Every second that passes is a second we can never reclaim. This understanding should ignite a sense of urgency within us, a drive to use our time wisely and intentionally. We often hear phrases like live in the moment or make the most of every day, but how often do we truly embody this mindset? It's easy to say, but harder to practice, especially when distractions constantly compete for our attention. We scroll endlessly through social media, binge watch TV shows, or procrastinate on tasks that could bring us closer to our dreams. While relaxation and leisure are important for a balanced life, overindulgence can lead to a life half-lived. The danger lies not in moments of rest, but in the consistent habit of wasting time on things that don't enrich or fulfill us. Understanding the value of time means recognizing that every moment holds potential. Each minute is an opportunity to learn something new, strengthen relationships, work toward a goal, or simply appreciate the beauty around us. Too often we convince ourselves that we'll start tomorrow, but tomorrow never arrives. The reality is that every day we delay, we give away time that could have been used to create, grow, or make a difference. The years pass quickly, and before we know it, we're looking back, wondering where all the time went. Regret is a painful companion, especially when we realize we could have done more with the time we were given. We must become intentional with our time, prioritizing activities that align with our goals and values. This requires self-discipline and a commitment to living purposefully. It's about setting clear goals and working toward them consistently, even when the path isn't easy. It means dedicating time to what truly matters: our passions, relationships, personal growth, and the pursuit of a meaningful life. It's about saying no to things that drain our energy and focus, and yes to what brings fulfillment and joy. Living intentionally doesn't mean every moment must be productive. It means ensuring that even moments of rest are chosen consciously as part of a balanced life. A crucial aspect of valuing time is learning to let go of the past. We often waste precious hours dwelling on regrets, mistakes, and missed opportunities. While reflecting on the past can provide valuable lessons, lingering on it serves no purpose. What's done is done, and the only way forward is to accept it, learn from it, and move on. The same applies to worrying excessively about the future. Planning and preparing are essential, but obsessing over uncertainties robs us of the present moment. Life is happening now, and we owe it to ourselves to be fully present and engaged. And many of us fall into the trap of waiting for the right time to pursue our dreams, make changes, or start living the life we desire. We tell ourselves we'll start once we feel ready or when circumstances are perfect. But the perfect moment rarely, if ever, arrives. The truth is, life is unpredictable, and waiting for ideal conditions often means waiting forever. We must act despite uncertainty, embracing the challenges and imperfections along the way. Time waits for no one. And the longer we hesitate, the more opportunities slip through our fingers. Ultimately, valuing time means recognizing its fleeting nature and choosing to live intentionally. It's about making the most of each day, nurturing relationships, chasing dreams, and creating a life worth remembering. It's about focusing on what truly matters and letting go of what doesn't. When we learn to value time, we live with purpose and passion, making every moment count. The clock is always ticking, but by embracing the present and prioritizing what's important, we can live a life free of regret and full of meaning. Time is a gift, don't waste it. Setting clear goals and pursuing them relentlessly is essential to living a life of purpose and fulfillment. Without direction, life can feel aimless, like drifting in a vast ocean without a destination. Goals give us a sense of purpose, a reason to wake up each day with enthusiasm and determination. They provide a roadmap for our journey, guiding us through challenges and helping us measure our progress. Yet simply having goals is not enough. We must be committed to pursuing them with relentless determination, even when obstacles arise. The first step toward achieving any goal is clarity. It's not enough to say, I want to be successful or I want to be happy. These are vague desires that lack the specificity needed to drive meaningful action. Defining clear, specific, and achievable goals is crucial. For example, instead of saying, I want to be healthy, a more effective goal would be, I will exercise for 30 minutes 5 times a week and eat a balanced diet. Clarity eliminates confusion and helps us focus on actionable steps. A clear goal becomes a target we can aim for, and the more precise it is, the easier it is to create a plan to achieve it. Once goals are set, the journey toward achieving them often demands discipline, perseverance, and a willingness to adapt. Challenges and setbacks are inevitable, but it's our response to these challenges that defines us. And many people give up when the path becomes difficult, believing their goal is impossible or that they lack what it takes. However, true commitment means pushing through discomfort and uncertainty. It means refusing to quit even when progress feels slow. The pursuit of meaningful goals often requires sacrifices, time, comfort, and sometimes even temporary pleasures. But these sacrifices are investments in a future that aligns with our dreams and values. A common pitfall is becoming discouraged by the size of a goal. When a dream feels overwhelming, it's easy to convince ourselves it's unattainable. Breaking goals into smaller, manageable steps makes the journey less daunting. Each small accomplishment builds momentum and confidence, propelling us forward. Progress may feel slow at times, but steady, consistent effort is often the key to success. Even the tallest mountains are climbed one step at a time. A relentless pursuit doesn't mean charging forward recklessly. It means moving forward with intention and persistence, regardless of pace. Another crucial aspect of pursuing goals is accountability. Sharing goals with trusted friends, mentors, or accountability partners can be incredibly motivating. Knowing someone else is aware of our commitment pushes us to stay true to our word. It's easy to make excuses to ourselves, but it's harder to disappoint someone who believes in us. Regularly checking in on our progress, celebrating small wins, and acknowledging setbacks without self-judgment keeps us on track. Accountability isn't about perfection, it's about staying the course, even when we falter. Staying motivated over the long term can be challenging. Passion can wane, and the initial excitement of setting a goal may fade. This is when it's crucial to remember the why behind our pursuit. Understanding the deeper reason behind our goals keeps us connected to them. For example, wanting to build a successful career might be rooted in the desire to provide a better life for loved ones or make a meaningful impact. When motivation wavers, reflecting on this purpose can reignite the drive to push forward. However, the pursuit of goals shouldn't be rigid. Life is unpredictable, and circumstances change. It's important to evaluate our goals periodically and make adjustments if necessary. A goal that once aligned with our values may no longer serve us. Being adaptable doesn't mean giving up. It means staying true to what matters most. Sometimes setbacks lead to unexpected opportunities, and flexibility allows us to seize them. The journey toward a goal often teaches us more than the achievement itself. Growth, resilience, and self-discovery emerge through the process. We must also guard against the temptation to compare our progress to others. Everyone's journey is unique, shaped by different challenges and opportunities. Comparing ourselves to others only breeds frustration and self-doubt. Instead, focus on personal growth and measure success by progress, not perfection. Celebrate your achievements, no matter how small, and recognize the effort you've put in. The relentless pursuit of a goal is about becoming the best version of yourself, not measuring up to someone else's path. Ultimately, setting clear goals and pursuing them relentlessly is about living with intention. It's about choosing a direction and dedicating yourself wholeheartedly to the journey, regardless of the challenges that arise. Life is too precious to drift aimlessly or settle for less than what we truly desire. We must chase our dreams with passion and perseverance, knowing that even the pursuit itself is a life well lived. It's not just about achieving the goal, but becoming the person who dared to chase it. Pursue your goals with courage, determination, and unwavering resolve. Never waste your life. Embracing growth and learning is a lifelong commitment that shapes who we are and who we become. Life is a journey of continuous development, and the pursuit of knowledge is the key to unlocking our potential. To truly live a fulfilling life, we must be willing to learn, adapt, and grow every step of the way. The world around us is constantly changing, and staying stagnant is equivalent to falling behind. Growth is not a luxury, it's a necessity if we want to make the most of the time we have. Many people fear change, viewing it as a disruption rather than an opportunity. This mindset traps them in their comfort zones where growth becomes impossible. The comfort zone feels safe and familiar, but it is also limiting. It breeds complacency and keeps us from discovering new passions, skills, and perspectives. True growth requires stepping outside this bubble, facing discomfort, and challenging ourselves. When we embrace change and the unknown, we open doors to possibilities we never imagined. We learn from new experiences, adapt to different environments, and become more resilient in the face of challenges. Learning is a lifelong endeavor, not something confined to classrooms or early years. The moment we stop learning, we stop growing. The world is filled with knowledge, and curiosity is the spark that ignites growth. Whether it's acquiring new skills, exploring new hobbies, or deepening our understanding of complex topics, learning enriches our lives. It keeps our minds sharp and opens new pathways. Those who continuously seek knowledge are better equipped to navigate life's complexities, make informed decisions, and seize opportunities. However, growth is not limited to intellectual pursuits. Emotional and personal growth are equally vital. Understanding ourselves, recognizing our strengths and weaknesses, and striving to become better individuals is a lifelong process. It requires honest self-reflection, the willingness to confront our flaws, and the determination to make meaningful changes. Personal growth often involves overcoming fears, letting go of limiting beliefs, and building confidence. It's about becoming the person we aspire to be, not just in terms of skills and achievements, but in character and integrity. Learning from failure is a crucial part of growth. Society often glorifies success and downplays the importance of failure, but failure is one of life's greatest teachers. When we fail, we learn valuable lessons about resilience, humility, and perseverance. Failure forces us to reevaluate our approach, adapt, and try again. It shows us what doesn't work, guiding us toward better solutions. The only true failure is giving up. As long as we keep learning and moving forward, setbacks become stepping stones. Those who embrace failure as part of the journey understand that growth comes from persistence and the courage to try again. Surrounding ourselves with people who inspire growth is also essential. The company we keep has a profound impact on our mindset and attitude. When we engage with those who challenge us to think differently, encourage us to improve, and share knowledge, we are motivated to grow. Learning from others' experiences, perspectives, and insights broadens our horizons and enriches our understanding of the world. Conversely, associating with those who hold us back, discourage ambition, or promote negativity stifles our growth. We should seek relationships that uplift, inspire, and drive us toward becoming better versions of ourselves. Adopting a growth mindset is about believing that our abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. This mindset fosters a love of learning and resilience in the face of challenges. It contrasts with a fixed mindset, which assumes abilities are static and unchangeable. Those with a fixed mindset often shy away from challenges, fearing failure and criticism. In contrast, a growth mindset encourages us to embrace challenges, learn from criticism, and see effort as the path to mastery. It empowers us to overcome obstacles and continuously strive for improvement. In a world of rapid technological advancements, adapting and evolving are more important than ever. Jobs, industries, and skills are constantly changing, and those who fail to keep up risk being left behind. Lifelong learning equips us to stay relevant, adapt to new roles, and thrive in dynamic environments. Embracing growth means staying curious and proactive, constantly seeking ways to enhance our skills and stay ahead. Whether it's learning new technologies, understanding emerging trends, or developing transferable skills, continuous growth ensures we remain valuable and adaptable. Ultimately, embracing growth and learning is about living a life of purpose and potential. It's about refusing to settle for mediocrity and striving to become the best version of ourselves. It's a journey of self-discovery, resilience, and transformation. The pursuit of knowledge, personal growth, and continuous improvement defines a life well lived. Life is too precious to remain stagnant or accept less than we are capable of achieving. We must keep learning, growing, and evolving, not just for ourselves, but to make a meaningful impact on the world around us. And never waste your life. Commit to growth and learning, and unlock the limitless potential within you. Living authentically and following your passions is about embracing who you truly are and making choices that align with your deepest desires and values. It's about rejecting the expectations and pressures that society, culture, or even loved ones may impose on you, and instead carving your own path. Too often, people live their lives trying to meet the standards of others, suppressing their true selves to fit in or gain approval. This pursuit of acceptance can lead to a life filled with regret and unfulfilled potential. True happiness comes from living a life that feels genuine and meaningful, one that reflects your passions, interests, and beliefs. The journey to authenticity begins with self-awareness. To live authentically, you must understand who you are at your core, your values, strengths, weaknesses, and what truly brings you joy. This requires honest introspection and a willingness to confront uncomfortable truths. It means peeling back the layers of societal conditioning, false beliefs, and self-doubt that may have accumulated over the years. It's about questioning what you've been told to want and finding out what genuinely excites and inspires you. This self-discovery is not a one-time event, but an ongoing process that deepens over time. Once you understand who you are, the next step is to align your actions with your true self. It's easy to talk about authenticity, but it takes courage to live it. Choosing to follow your passions often requires stepping away from the comfort of conformity. It may mean making bold decisions, pursuing unconventional paths, or standing firm against criticism and doubt. Society often defines success in narrow terms, wealth, status, and power, but true fulfillment lies in pursuing what matters to you, even if it doesn't fit the mold. The artist who paints with passion, the the teacher who inspires young minds, or the entrepreneur who builds something meaningful all live authentically by following their unique callings. However, the path to authenticity is not without challenges. Following your passions doesn't guarantee an easy life. In fact, it can be more difficult because it requires taking risks and facing uncertainty. But even in the face of challenges, living authentically brings a deep sense of satisfaction. The struggles become worthwhile when you're pursuing something you genuinely care about. Passion fuels perseverance. When you love what you do, setbacks become learning experiences rather than roadblocks. The drive to continue comes not from obligation, but from the genuine desire to make a difference or create something meaningful. It's important to recognize that living authentically doesn't mean abandoning responsibilities or disregarding the opinions of others. It's about making decisions that reflect your true self while remaining considerate and compassionate. We don't exist in isolation. Our lives are intertwined with others, and finding a balance between personal authenticity and relational harmony is essential. It's possible to stay true to yourself while valuing relationships and respecting differing viewpoints. Being authentic doesn't mean being selfish. It means being honest, genuine, and true to your principles. Many people struggle to follow their passions because they fear judgment or failure. The fear of criticism can be paralyzing, causing us to conform rather than stand out. But those who achieve great things are often the ones who dared to be different. Criticism is inevitable, but we must remember that other people's opinions do not define our worth or potential. Authenticity requires the courage to be vulnerable, showing the world who you truly are, even if it means facing judgment or rejection. The right people will appreciate you for who you are, and those who don't were never meant to be part of your journey. The living authentically also means embracing imperfection. Too often, we feel pressured to present a flawless image, hiding our struggles and insecurities. But authenticity lies in acknowledging our humanity, our fears, doubts, and failures. Being real is about showing the good and the bad, embracing our flaws, and being comfortable in our own skin. It's freeing to let go of the need for constant validation and simply be ourselves. This genuine self-acceptance inspires others to do the same and fosters deeper, more meaningful connections. Moreover, following your passions brings a sense of purpose. When we engage in activities that ignite our enthusiasm, time seems to fly and we feel deeply fulfilled. Passionate people radiate energy and inspire others, creating a ripple effect of positivity. Living authentically allows us to contribute to the world in a way that feels significant, whether it's creating art, helping others, building something innovative, or simply spreading kindness. We all have unique talents and passions, and by pursuing them, we bring something valuable and irreplaceable to the world. Ultimately, life is too short to live for others or suppress our true selves. We owe it to ourselves to live boldly, follow our passions, and be unapologetically authentic. Living a life true to yourself may not always be easy, but it is the only way to live fully. When we embrace who we are, pursue our passions, and stay true to our values, we experience a deep and lasting sense of fulfillment. And we stop merely existing and start truly living. Never waste your life, live authentically, and follow your passions. Building meaningful relationships is one of the most rewarding and essential aspects of life. Human connections give life depth, joy, and purpose. No matter how successful or accomplished we become, life can feel empty without genuine bonds with others. True connections provide us with support, encouragement, and love, and they enrich our lives in ways that material success never can. We are social beings by nature, wired for connection, and the relationships we build can profoundly shape our experiences, perspectives, and overall well-being. Meaningful relationships are built on trust, respect, and genuine care for one another. It's not about the quantity of connections, but the quality of them. A few deep, meaningful relationships are far more valuable than countless shallow interactions. In today's digital age, it's easy to mistake social media connections for genuine relationships. We can have hundreds of online friends and followers, yet still feel isolated and lonely. True relationships go beyond likes, comments, or surface-level exchanges. They require time, effort, and authenticity, being open, vulnerable, and truly present. Being intentional about relationships means prioritizing the people who matter most. Life gets busy, and it's easy to let important connections slip away as we become consumed with work, responsibilities, or personal pursuits. But strong relationships don't happen by chance. They require consistent nurturing. It means making time for the people we care about, actively listening to them, and being there during both the joyful and challenging moments. We must show appreciation, express gratitude, and let those we love know how much they mean to us. The smallest gestures, a kind word, a thoughtful message, a genuine smile can strengthen bonds and remind others that they are valued. Meaningful relationships are also about giving, not just receiving. True connections are built on reciprocity and selflessness. We cannot expect love, support, or understanding without offering the same in return. This doesn't mean neglecting our own needs, but it does mean being willing to invest time and energy into others' happiness. When we give freely without expecting anything in return, we build trust and deepen our relationships. The joy of seeing someone we care about thrive and succeed can be just as fulfilling as achieving our own goals. At the same time, nurturing meaningful relationships requires honesty and vulnerability. It can be tempting to put up walls or wear masks fearing rejection or judgment, but genuine connections are built when we reveal our true selves, the good, the bad, and the imperfect. It's okay to admit fears, doubts, and struggles. In fact, it's often these moments of vulnerability that strengthen bonds. Sharing openly allows others to understand us on a deeper level, and it invites them to be open in return. When we allow ourselves to be seen for who we truly are, we create the space for authentic, lasting relationships. Another essential aspect of meaningful relationships is forgiveness. No relationship is perfect, and misunderstandings, disagreements, and hurt feelings are inevitable. Holding on to grudges or resentment only creates distance and damages trust. True connections require the ability to forgive and move forward. This doesn't mean ignoring wrongdoing or accepting harmful behavior. It means letting go of bitterness for the sake of healing. Apologizing when we're wrong and making amends when necessary is equally important. Relationships grow stronger when both parties are willing to acknowledge mistakes, learn from them, and continue supporting each other. Choosing the right people to invest in is crucial. Surrounding ourselves with positive, supportive, and uplifting individuals can make a world of difference. We should seek relationships that challenge us to grow, inspire us to be better, and encourage us during tough times. Toxic relationships that drain us emotionally or undermine our self-worth should be reevaluated. And we deserve connections that bring out the best in us and help us become the best versions of ourselves. It's better to have a few deep, meaningful relationships than to maintain connections that are harmful or unfulfilling. It's also important to appreciate the uniqueness of each relationship. Different connections bring different forms of joy and fulfillment. A friend may provide companionship and understanding, a partner offers love and intimacy, and a mentor imparts wisdom and guidance. Each relationship adds a unique value to our lives, and nurturing a diverse range of connections enriches our experiences. Embracing these differences allows us to appreciate people for who they are rather than expecting them to fulfill every need. Ultimately, meaningful relationships are a source of joy, comfort, and fulfillment. They give us a sense of belonging, teach us about love and acceptance, and support us through life's ups and downs. Investing in genuine connections allows us to experience the beauty of companionship, the strength of unity, and the power of love. Life is fleeting, and when we look back, it's not the material possessions or achievements we'll cherish most, it's the moments shared with those we love. Never waste your life, build meaningful relationships that truly matter. Time is the most valuable resource we have. It is a finite and irreplaceable gift, slipping away with every passing moment. While we often think of wealth, success, and achievements as markers of a meaningful life, the truth is that none of these matter without the wise use of time. Time cannot be stored, borrowed, or recovered once lost. It is the currency of life, and how we choose to spend it ultimately defines the quality of our existence. A life well lived is one where time is used purposefully, intentionally, and meaningfully, not squandered on things that bring no fulfillment or growth. Too often, we fall into the trap of procrastination, convincing ourselves that we have plenty of time to chase our dreams, mend relationships, or pursue personal growth. We tell ourselves that one day we will start living the life we envision, yet that day rarely comes. The years slip by, and the opportunities we once had fade away. The illusion of endless time keeps us stuck in routines and habits that don't serve us, delaying the pursuit of what truly matters. Procrastination steals moments that could be spent on self-improvement, passion projects, or deepening relationships. It robs us of the chance to create meaningful memories and leaves us with regret. The reality is that life is unpredictable. We never know how much time we have, and the future is uncertain. The idea of waiting for the right moment is a dangerous lie because the right moment rarely arrives. There is no perfect time to chase a dream, repair a bond, or take a risk. Waiting often becomes a lifetime of missed chances. Those who understand the value of time seize the present moment, realizing that now is the only time guaranteed. They pursue their goals despite uncertainty, knowing that action today is better than regret tomorrow. The willingness to take bold steps and live in the present is what separates a fulfilled life from an unfulfilled one. The wise use of time means setting priorities. It's easy to become consumed by the noise of daily life, distractions, obligations, and trivial pursuits that offer temporary satisfaction but no lasting value. We often spend hours mindlessly scrolling through social media, binge-watching shows, or engaging in activities that do little to enrich our lives. These habits may provide fleeting enjoyment, but they don't contribute to personal growth or fulfillment. Time is best spent on pursuits that align with our values, passions, and long-term goals. Prioritizing what truly matters ensures that our efforts bring meaning and joy. One of the greatest gifts we can give ourselves is the ability to say no. Many people struggle with setting boundaries, fearing that they will disappoint others or miss out. But constantly saying yes to unimportant tasks and obligations leaves little room for the things that truly matter. Time is a limited resource, and every commitment we make consumes it. Learning to prioritize our time and focus on meaningful pursuits requires the courage to decline distraction. It means valuing our own time enough to protect it fiercely. Another crucial aspect of valuing time is living intentionally. Drifting through life without a sense of purpose leads to a lack of direction and fulfillment. Setting goals and defining what we want to achieve helps us make the most of our time. When we have a clear vision of where we want to go, we can focus our efforts and avoid wasting time on things that don't align with our purpose. Living intentionally means being deliberate with our actions, choosing how we spend each moment and making progress toward our dreams. Spending time wisely also involves nurturing relationships. Genuine connections require time, energy, and attention. Many people regret not spending enough time with loved ones when it's too late. Life's most precious moments are often found in the company of those we care about: family, friends, and loved ones who bring joy, support, and meaning. Investing time in relationships builds bonds that sustain us through life's challenges and brings deep satisfaction. A life rich in relationships is a life well lived. Moreover, valuing time means appreciating the present. We often dwell on the past or worry about the future, missing the beauty of the here and now. The present moment is all we truly have, yet we let it slip away in distraction or regret. Mindfulness, fully experiencing and appreciating each moment, allows us to savor life. Whether it's a quiet morning, a heartfelt conversation, or a simple joy, living in the present enriches our lives. It reminds us that happiness is found in the journey, not just the destination. At the end of our lives, we won't measure our worth by the hours spent working or accumulating material wealth. We'll remember the moments when we felt truly alive, when we chased our dreams, loved deeply, learned passionately, and made a difference. We'll reflect on how we spent our time and whether we used it to create a life we're proud of. Time wasted can never be regained, but time invested in meaningful pursuits leaves a legacy. Never waste your life, value your time, for it is the essence of life itself.